Why don't I hit my 7-iron as far as my friends do? Why does everybody hit their driver farther than I do? What is my power leak? You're asking yourself that. You have been begging to find out the answer to that. Well, you know what? Today, we're solving the problem here. And by the way, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends what we got going on over here. Now, it's the club face. This is the culprit. This is the reason why you're losing all that distance. And this gets solved today. And now all of a sudden, you're going to have no more power leaks. Here's what goes on. You're taking the club back. And what you do is as you move the club back, you take the club away with the head going first. So the body doesn't move at all, and the club has moved all the way back here because you have taken the club and you've spun the shaft. You've rotated the shaft for a right-hander in a clockwise fashion. And now the club face gets wide open. So if I go over here and I do that exact same thing, look at how far back I've moved the club. Stay on that face on there, Gibbsy. See how far I moved the club back and my chest hasn't moved at all? And the reason why is because all I'm doing is just rotating that club shaft and letting the club face open up. And now I get up here and I don't have any depth, I don't have any width, I don't have anything except an open club face. And so then when I take that, all I have is arm speed. I can't have any sequence. So we take the club and we spin it open like this, lift it up like that. The lead wrist is cupped. So here like this, come through, and we swing, and the ball doesn't go anywhere. And if I do the exact same thing and swing as hard as I can't generate any club head speed, much less ball speed. And by the way, all the spin is to the right. Look at that side spin, 1226 down there in the right corner. Yeah. That's because that club face is opened up so much. So you're going like this. I'm going to swing this one hard. Spin it open, rotate it, and then go like that. Now that one I swung pretty hard. That's 80 miles an hour of club head speed. Look at this. That's 80 miles an hour of club head speed right there. But the ball speed was only 105. Why? Because I had the face so open. I had 1,400 RPMs of right spin, and my backspin went up to 6,200. I hit that a whopping 150. No, that's not going to work. What you're going to do is this. Many of you have tennis rackets. This happens to be a squash racket. Many of you have tennis rackets. And what you're going to do, what I like to do, I've shafted this squash racket. And when I stand up, when I'm working on my club face, I want to take the club back like this. I want to feel like that club face, like I could almost bounce a tennis ball right here like this with the racket. That's what I want to get a feeling of. Because when you're spinning the face, you couldn't bounce the tennis ball. You'd have to hit it with the side of the racket like that. Wouldn't last very long. So in here like this, dribble the ball. And when you go face on, and you see me go like this, what you're going to notice is my right arm, this one right here, my trail arm, really long. When I spin it, now that arm gets bent early and very tight to my body. There's no space between my elbow and my rib cage. When I go like this, I have space between. Look at how high up there you can see all that space in there. That's because when I've gone here, the shoulders have turned. I haven't set the club. I haven't hinged my elbow. I'm right here, and now I can dribble. So now my club face is in a good spot. And what it does is it leads to a better rotation. What it also does is it gives me a little bit more depth. It also gives me a little bit more width. In other words, it improves every part of my backswing by simply making sure that that club face, if it were a tennis racket or a squash racket, is pointing down to the ground. So we go like this. Feel that there. Now this is going to be fun because I'm not going to get any right spin at all on this one. Oh, that is absolutely Krispy Kreme. Look at this. Yeah, come on up here. Check out these numbers. This is exactly what I want. 85 miles an hour of club head speed. Great. 120 ball speed. Great. But look at this side spin. 1,000 left spin. That's a draw. That ball's drawing. And the backspin all of a sudden comes down to 5,000 instead of 6,000. All because what I'm doing is I'm not spinning the shaft. I'm not opening up the club face. That opening of the club face is the worst that you can do. I'm telling you, it's one of the worst things you can do for your golf swing because you don't move the body. You don't create any width. You don't create any depth. You don't create a big swing. You create a small swing with a lot of angle of attack coming into the golf ball. And so that steals speed clubhead speed. And then because the collision is so off center, we now all of a sudden have poor transference of energy from the clubhead to the golf ball. And now all of a sudden the ball doesn't go very fast. So once again, let's do it this way. We take that racket, and you can use it, by the way, with just you don't have to do what I did. You can hold a tennis racket and just get a feeling of this. You can do that way, just like that. I like to do it this way. Here, boom, down to the ground, boom. Beautiful. I get that feeling. Now in here like this. Practice. Very good. Right palm to the ground. Very good. Shaft didn't spin at all. Very good. There's my draw again. There's my clubhead speed again. There's my ball speed again. Look at this one. This was 85 clubhead speed, 123 ball speed. No power leakage here. No spinning of that shaft. No opening the club face. Just pure distance. Because the club face is in a good spot, the ball's going to go far. And you're going to really improve your game. Pay attention to what you're doing with that club face. Because that club face, it's the moneymaker for me. It's the most important part of this. And if I'm taking that club and I'm spinning that club like that, I'm losing distance. I'm losing width. I'm losing depth. I'm losing the angle that I want coming into the ball. I lose ball speed. I lose clubhead speed. Ultimately, it doesn't go as far. You make sure that when that club is going back, that club face isn't opening up, that shaft isn't spinning. You solve those problems, you're going to solve most of your problems, and you're going to start hitting the draw, and you're going to start hitting it far. To improve all parts of your game, subscribe to my channel and click the link below.